Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are discuss about in a topic. What is an eSIM card? eSIM is slowly gaining traction with top phone brands and should make it easier to switch from one carrier to another or to add a second line to your phone without heading to a carrier store. You have almost certainly seen a SIM card, a thumbnail-sized chip that sits some somewhere in your mobile phone, telling it which carrier and what phone number you use. Now those SIMs are going digital or and moving your information from a static but removable chip to a reprogrammable embedded chip. Not everyone is happy about it. Here's way. A SIM card is a subscriber identity module required in now GSM, LTE and 5G devices. It's a chip that holds your customer ID and details of how your phone can connect to its mobile network. SIMs started out around the size of a postage stamp, but have been getting smaller over the year as devices makers reclaim more space inside their gadgets for other electronics, and eSIMs takes the circuitry for a SIM of a SIM soldiers it directly to a device board and makes it remotely reprogrammable through software. The original drive towards eSIM came in part from the Internet of Things industry being in teeny and not requiring extra room for a slot. eSIMs can be built into devices like drones, wearables, sensors, and location trackers. Versailles of this sense, they can also be soldered into industrial equipment where a SIM card may not be easily accessible because they can reprogrammed remotely. It means eSIMs can be managed in bulk. So say a company that runs 5,000 vending machines can switch its services plan or provider with the touch of a button. Oh, with smartphones, eSIMs give you much more flexibility in managing your services plan. A fully enabled eSIMs devices let you add a second plan whether you are roaming abroad or if you need a separate work line. It lets you switch providers with a few steps and swipes, and it lets corporate device manager change the services plan on thousands of lines remotely all at once. It's a powerfully pro-consumer features if implemented correctly. There are some minor consumers downsides though. With eSIMs it's harder to switch one plan between devices. You cannot just swap the physical card, and they can make it harder for you to temporarily remove your SIM if you do not want to be tracked by a carrier. Google Pixel phones have had eSIM since 2017. Apple iPhones have had them since 2018, and Samsung devices have had eSIMs in its Galaxy line since 2020. The features has also made its way to the more affordable Galaxy S23. Apple jumped to support eSIMs only in the US bound iPhone 14 has pushed eSIMs adoption in a new direction. What does eSIM let you do? Simply put, eSIM lets you change your wireless carrier data or services plan through software. On eSIM devices in general, you can go to menu or take a photo of a QR code to change your carrier or services plan on the fly. You do not need to go to a store, wait for the mail or fiddle with a teeny chip. You can also often use two different lines on the same device such as home and work line or switch between different plans depending on where you are. On phones such as the iPhone 14 and 15, you can store up to 8 eSIM profiles with any two active at the same time. This gives you an incredible amount of freedom to switch carriers on the fly. Which phones support eSIMs narrowly? iPhone, since the iPhone exports eSIMs with the US-bound iPhone 14 and iPhone 15 series supporting eSIMs exclusively, meaning they do not support physical SIM cards. Similarly, phones from the Google Pixel 6, 7, 8 and Fold series support eSIM, as do phones from the Samsung Galaxy S21, S22, S23 and Z Fold, Flip 3, 4 and 5 families. Newer high-level phones from Motorola including the Edge Plus and folding Motorola Razr Plus and Razr as well as the OnePlus 11 and OnePlus 11 also supports him. Many devices sold overseas from the like of Honor, Huawei, Oppo, Realme, Redmi, Anorak, Xiaomi, also pack its SIM support on your board. With this, we end our video and see you in our next video. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.